Hi guys. I'm laughing because it feels a little crazy to be starting YouTube when, if you know me really closely in real life, I have a lot on my plate. But I think that I'm in a really transformational and pivotal part of my journey where I'm at the very beginning and I'm still figuring everything out. And I just figured I might as well document it along the way. Maybe some of my learnings and findings can help support other females who might be going through the same thing, women in business, entrepreneurs, just girls looking for community, or even if you just are here for kind of like the lifestyle stuff and just want to learn to live a more intentional life. Here we go. Anyway, okay. I guess it's probably important to clarify what I do and who I am. Hi, I'm Sierra. I'm the founder of Full Potential Club. Full Potential Club is based in Calgary, but it does have a global offer where you can join us online every single month. If you're a woman in business, we have a monthly forum where you get to do personal check-ins, meet with women who actually care and want to see you grow, and just get support and feedback from other people's lived experiences as a business owner, because it can be so lonely trying to build something and not having that community or support where people actually will share answers with you on what worked for them and what they've learned. And then on the flip side of Full Potential Club, we also have in-person events and online events every now and then. So our next one coming up is actually on November 1st. It's an intention retreat. So it's a full day. It's from 9 to 4. It's just south of Calgary in Bragg Creek. It's about 20 or 30 minutes away. And at that retreat, it's actually 2 yoga classes, a workshop on learning how to manifest and bring abundance into your life, and then also an intention setting workshop, and then also connecting with like-minded women who get it and want to grow and better themselves and just have similar interests as you. That one is very limited spots, so if you are interested, check it out on Eventbrite. I'll put it in the caption below. When I'm not running Full Potential Club, I am also in the marketing consulting world, so I do freelance social media marketing, content creation, email newsletters, blogs, websites, all that stuff for anyone who's a small business owner and just wants support and wants that taken off their plate completely. And then I also am a marketing coach. So if you're a small business owner and either you can't quite afford yet to completely outsource your marketing, or you really enjoy your marketing and you just want to learn how to do it better, that is where I would come in. So now that all of that's out of the way, let's get to the point of this video, which is 3 lessons I've learned while building community for women in business. So the first lesson is definitely get clear on your why. I think you have to be so genuine and authentic and bring a really true, intentional why to what you're doing. If you're building a community just to get more sales or just to do it for selfish reasons, you might be in it for the wrong reasons. And I encourage you to explore that and maybe figure out what it is that you actually want to be offering and why that's important. I think when it comes to being a business owner and having a brand, people think that they need to just build a community, which means having a bunch of followers or a bunch of email newsletter subscribers or people at your event that you don't actually know who they are or what they do. Now, with Full Potential Club, I definitely was craving something like that for myself. So I will say that the need started within myself. However, it's always been about the members, it's always been about other collaborators, and it's always been about creating a space that's bigger than me and what I want. And I think that once you start to host communities and events and in-person gatherings, you really learn how truly unselfish it is, because there is so much that goes into that. And when you're at the event as the facilitator, you are so in your event brain that it's hard to even sit and enjoy the workshop itself. And so, yeah, you do need to make sure that you're coming at it with a selfless angle and also doing this for others. Lesson number 2 is staying consistent and actually showing up regardless of the results. Now, personally, my biggest fear is hosting an event where no one shows up. Because for me, I like to take photos and videos and share recaps of every event. I would be so scared to have an event where I didn't meet the numbers I wanted and then have to post photos or not even post about it because it just to me was like a failure in my mind. And this is such a funny thing. Like, I feel extremely vulnerable talking to a camera in this sense. I'm used to talking to the camera on my Instagram stories and on TikTok, which like just feels a little more short form. So this is definitely me opening up a little bit more. My cat is stalking me. Hi. Okay then. Can you move your tail, please? Anyways, there's gonna be days where people don't sign up for your stuff, or they don't want to come, or they don't see the value, or they critique it. And all that matters at the end of the day is that you keep going and you remember your why. So going back to the very first point that I made is you need to figure out why you're doing this, because on the days that it gets hard and it feels like this community isn't helping anyone and it's not helping yourself, you might want to quit. And I encourage you to not quit, keep going, trust your gut, and it will definitely always pan out in the end. The third thing that I've learned is making genuine connections. And so my background is actually in public relations, and I am all about relationship building. I am someone who hates small talk. I want to actually like get to know people that I'm working with and hear what's going on in their lives and how they're doing. And I think that's something I've definitely brought with me into Full Potential Club. Now, I will say it can be hard to do that at an event with a bunch of people because you don't always get an opportunity to sit down and learn about everyone. But holding authenticity and bringing the trait of just being genuine to every relationship and every new person you meet while you're building this community will truly get you so far. And I think with that, making sure that there's also space for everyone else who's coming to your events or being part of your community to make their own genuine connections, right? Like that's the whole point. And so it's okay if not everyone clicks. It's okay if not everyone gets along all the time. Like you can't be everything to everyone, so that's okay. But I think what's really important is just remembering that when you do find those people who light you up and who make you feel like you can be your total authentic self, hold on to them, because that can be really hard to find. If this was helpful and you want to stay in touch, I encourage you to follow Full Potential Club YYC on Instagram. Make sure to subscribe to this video so that you don't miss anything coming up, and I wish you all the best with your community as well.